What what's going on, everyone? It's time for another thriller film review. Today we're actually going to talk about an early 2000s thriller starring Shia LaBeouf called Disturbia. It was released by DreamWorks Pictures April 13th, 2007. It's produced by Ivan Reitman, Tom Pollock, written by Christopher Landon and Carl Ellsworth, and directed by DJ Caruso, who did films like Triple X Return of Xander Cage, Eagle Eye, I Am Number 4, and Taking Lives. Now I have reviews for the last two on here, just so you know. It's had a box office earnings of over $118.1 million when it was released. So yeah, Disturbia. Well, this is a story of uh, rambunctious teen who gets some beats up. First he suffers the loss of his dad, and then during the trauma, he ends up actually assaulting his Spanish teacher, where he gets put under house arrest. Now, due to the being trapped in a house all the time and stuff like that, he starts spying on the neighbors, where he actually meets the next door neighbor, cute next door neighbor chick, who comes and starts hanging out, and then they start spying on the neighbors. He starts thinking of um the one neighbor starting to become very suspicious, where he thinks he actually murdered somebody, and he can't let it go. So he and his friends kind of come up with a plan to go and try to uncover the truth without him being foiled, even though the neighbor that they're spying on is actually like taking an interest in his mom. Overall, this is a cool thriller. It's pretty tame. It's a PG-13 movie, so you're not going to get tons of gore or anything like that. Um, yeah, it's very well shot, and overall, the effects in it, there's very little, but yeah, they're not too bad. The music is actually pretty good and complements the film pretty well. And, well, the whole story of this is actually very similar to an Alfred Hitchcock film called Rear Window, where, yeah, basically the same premise, which I don't know if they intentionally ripped it off, but try to make it for a younger crowd. But yeah, still, it's very similar. Um, yeah, the characters in this are actually pretty well developed too. Uh, well, Shia LaBeouf's character, Kale, he's plays the typical rambunctious kid, follows all the horror thriller tropes, and but still has a little bit of sense of realism with them, so you could sort of feel his pain, and feel like his emotions as they go through. And overall, the friends and everyone like that, the supporting cast is actually pretty good too. Overall, I thought this film was pretty good. It's nothing new. It's very typical, and overall, it's not too bad of a thriller. But yeah, this was marketed as a horror film when it came out, and it's not. But yeah, it does have some pretty good tension moments, especially in the second half. And overall, I thought it was a decent movie. So I'm gonna give Disturbia a 3.5 out of 5. It's a decent film. It's very stereotypical and common for these type of PG-13 movies to come out, and it just falls into like that bin of countless others that are very similar. But still, it does still do a good job, and it's better than most of the crap that comes out these days. So if you want to check it out, it is on Netflix, so you can check that out down. You can check it out on there. Also link the trailer down below, so you can at least check that out. Also link down below is my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my stories. You put the film down there, and some history or fun fact thing in there as well. Also my Letterbox down below, daily peer reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films, and my Twitter's down below. Reviews underscore there. So follow me on those platforms to loop this channel. Like this video, share some more people wherever. Comment your opinions of the film down below if you have any. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you will hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'm trying my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Also, make sure you subscribe. Hopefully, we can find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also, share my opinions on popular films, and come out classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell, because, well, we're going to start the Rob Zombie trilogy, the original trilogy, not the Halloween movies. I already did those, or the new ones. I think I did Lords of Salem, but yeah, we're going to talk about the ones that put them on the map. We're going to start with House of 1,000 Corpses in the next review, so make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those creepy kids spying on their neighbors, calling him out, even though he might be making it up. And I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.